I will say though that I was kind of disappointed because I was going through the entire book hoping that I would find some kind of guide for getting rid of stuff. I never found that. Hello, if you're new here, my name is Mike, a son, brother, and fiance of the East Coast. On this channel, we go ahead and examine methods and tips to life that help drive purpose, productivity, and positivity. We're going to talk about this book, Minimalism, Live a Meaningful Life, written by Joshua Milburn and Ryan Nicodemus. You see, I wanted to try to change my life up a little bit and really explore some practical ways to live as a responsible and productive young adult. This idea of minimalism struck my curiosity, and I wanted to check it out. I wanted to explore outside of what I was already familiar with. Doing this helps me from being just an individual who's just aging, yet not necessarily growing as a person. Without exploring minimalism further from my first impressions, I would just leave it as I think it would be, as opposed to what it is meant to be, which is much bigger than what I initially thought. I've seen the Netflix documentary and just focused on the idea, or at least the impression, that being a minimalist means getting rid of your physical stuff and adding value to your life. Or at least getting rid of the stuff that doesn't add value to your life. But this book made it clear that minimalism is more than that. So let's begin, shall we? Imagine winning the lottery, finding a perfect match in your significant other, paying off your debts, moving into your dream home, on the beach of course, and not needing to work another day in your life. Now imagine, you wake up tomorrow morning with a sharp pain in your gut. You leave your beach house, drive to the doctor's office in your luxury vehicle, and wait for her to tell you what's wrong. You have less than a month to live, she says, and you won't be able to do much more than get out of bed after today. Oh, the heartache. You finally got everything you wanted, but your failing health immediately took it away, and your possessions couldn't do a thing for you. Without your health, you're unable to enjoy even the simplest of things in your life. And this is pretty much the manner of how it introduces the 5 aspects of life, at least 5 aspects of life: health, relationships, passions, growth, and contribution. You may excel in one or more of these areas, but still at least lack in one. So how does minimalism actually fit in these 5 aspects of your life? Neglecting one of these aspects in your life can make you feel like you have a hole in your life or give you a sense of unhappiness. You can enjoy life with good enough health and spend your life how you want, outside the hospital and out of your sickbed. You can have someone to enjoy life with, whether it's friends or loved ones, instead of living every moment by yourself, even the mundane ones. You can take action and be involved in a personal project or an activity that is important to you, whether it's biking or hiking as an adventure on the weekends, or planting a garden in your backyard. You can continue to experience more of life through discovering new hobbies, starting a new journey, learning when others have opted out of personal growth. You can also support a cause that you care about and impact a community that is meaningful to you, whether that community is local or abroad. Still think minimalism is solely about getting rid of physical belongings? We as human beings, we just complicate things a lot. Whether by choice, usually by choice. Yeah, at least that's a part we can be accountable for. We just have these systems, these habits, appointments, and other priorities above these values. We got the poor eating habits. We hang out with the bros and neglecting your honey. Working for others but never working on something for you or more. Hey. Death is a great equalizer for everyone. You don't have to be rich, and you are not called to be poor in order to live a simpler lifestyle, or even a simple enough lifestyle to accommodate these 5 aspects in your life. Let's talk a little bit more of the point of ridding of physical things that don't add value to your life. Is there anything that's forcing you to work overtime that doesn't need to be? Is there a way to stop living in debt and get your life back? Did you actually want most of this stuff in your home? Or did you just use your big home to justify buying more things that you didn't need and didn't value? Is your home more for living, or is it more for storage? Is much of your belongings baggage, or is it useful? Are these belongings really valuable to you, or do you think that you can actually pass off to someone else who can better use them? What belongings really provide value for you? So after reading this book, what does it actually want me to do? Has this book actually changed me or influenced me in any way? Well, it does make me want to get rid of more stuff actually. It makes me become more aware of the difference between getting rid of stuff and keeping things that actually matter to me. I've become more aware of the importance of self-care, being selfless, and the importance of also reaching out to other people. My values steer the reasoning of how and why I live. And if a single one of those 5 values isn't important to me, then what is? In regards to the change of how I consume or at least make future purchases, I will actually consider what kind of purchases benefit me for the long term and if this is the way that I want to live. Is this purchase going to make me work overtime, and how many months of overtime, or how long does it take to pay this off, or can I just outright afford it? In regards to my relationships, can I give my undivided attention to this person, or am I going to wind up continuing to multitask and give my divided attention? Are they going to feel my presence, or are they going to feel like I'm just kind of like adding them along and taking them for a journey and just kind of leaving them in the background? In regards to my physical health, am I going to be more considerate of the kind of food I eat and the kind of exercise that I should be doing, or at least can be participating in? Am I going to be responsible for taking care of my body so that I can use it to enjoy what life has to offer for me? Because I sure don't want to be in a hospital, a rehab, or a sick bed. These 5 aspects of life definitely give a reminder to what is important, how life can be enjoyed, how it can be lived to the fullest, especially since these things can be applied regardless of who you are, what age, location, and upbringing. After reading this book, I realized that not only is your valuable life not dictated by valuable belongings, but our valuable lives can be capitalized by prioritizing those 5 values to a meaningful life, which again are health, relationships, passions, growth, and community. I will say though that I was kind of disappointed because I was going through the entire book hoping that I would find some kind of guide for getting rid of stuff. I never found that. But anyway, this book still gave me good insight into the mindset of a minimalist beyond minimizing and downsizing physical inventory. Love is a force, but love is not forced. No one can force you to love your life. But if you love your life and you see it as a meaningful life, well, you're a force to be reckoned with. How else can you live a meaningful life? With that said, thanks guys for watching. I'll let you go ahead, move on to bigger and better videos. So take care.